start for the Tempo this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kia Nurse she's from Canada. That's a completely new thing that we just found out ourselves. But, of course, Kia Nurse back in her hometown. And after this, they get a few days off, Ed, which will be key for the Toronto Tempo.
Yeah, being told that Mabry injured herself in warm-ups, so not starting. We'll see if she plays here today. Obviously, fingers crossed for us and those in the crowd. Fine to shoot for the Tempo. Almon inside for Sabally. Gets stripped. And the steal for the replacement for Thomas, Kiara Linskens. Three-point goal. That's no good for the Frenchwoman, Noemi Brochon. Kia Nurse for three. And the Canadian from Hamilton knocks it down.
You gotta love Kia Nurse's confidence too. I mean, we spoke to her before the game about being back in her home area, being back in Canada. What a way to start.
Off the marks held, rebound to the Tempo. Harrison's made a big difference since coming back from injury. The Spaniard, Conde. Inside, it's Harrison fouled by Brochon. And the first free throws for Toronto here with a minute 20 gone by.
And you can see Toronto wants to push the basketball. They want to get this game moving quickly so they can get opportunities from the perimeter where they thrive.
Ninth year for Isabel Harrison from Tennessee. This season, her seventh start. She didn't play at the beginning of the year. Last year spent with the Liberty and Kansas one as well. Good start for Toronto.
She's just another successful vet, somebody that Sandy Rondello can really rely upon with this new team. You've got to have some vets on your roster.
Bonner for three. The third all-time leading scorer in league history, buries it.
That's a really good job with the patience there. The Mercury just moving the ball, that ball reversal. They want the ball in Bonner's hands.
Julie Almon spots up for three. Too much. She had 13 assists the other night against LA.
And that's her thing. That's what Almon wants to do, is get others involved. Now, it's going to be harder for her to look for her shot today. That's not how she typically plays, but she knows that they need it.
They took her first in the expansion draft. Their first choice frees up Nurse. 8 to shoot for the Tempo. Niara Sabally straight on. Three ball misses that time for another player who was exceptional against the Sparks, and Maria Conde. Linskens on the roll, rimmed out, and Sabally rips it down. A free-flowing start, Jules.
And that's what you like to see. I mean, back and forth quickly. And good passing and ball movement. Now, I know the Tempo are going to look to try to get it inside a little more. They finally have their front court available.
Let's get an update on Mabry from Chris Williamson.
Yeah, and so right now the team is telling us that Marina Mabry is being held in the back room, being assessed. They expect her to be back, but still no indication what the injury is. I'll get further updates as time goes on.
All right, thanks, Chris. Obviously a very late-breaking development here in Toronto today after she scored 53, matching the league record 2 nights ago.
And she made it look so easy, even though it wasn't. I mean, the way that she was in such a zone.
Copper to the basket for 2, and that's what she does best.
Yeah, and that's what she told us in practice yesterday that she likes to do and wants to do early, is get down.
Effectors for the Tempo.
A Nurse who's always been a deadly shooter. Just stroking it with confidence early here.
8-5 Toronto. Tawana Bonner catches, fires, misses the three. And weak side rebound for Almon. The native of Belgium in her 4th WNBA season. Last year spent with the Sparks for the cutter. And the missed shot there with some contact from Conde. held the other way on the leak out, and someone who began her year with Toronto scores for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the way you rebound and run the basketball, and Toronto just not able to get back in time for the transition defense.
Sabally fires. That's good. Another tempo three.
This is what the tempo does well, and this is why they're exciting to watch. I mean, in modern day basketball, the three ball has really become a fun aspect of the game, and they can really shoot it.
This French guard is special, Brochan, and Bono on the screen was wiped out by Nurse, so it stays side out for Phoenix.
The tempo here, nice ball reversal, and Sabally nails it, and she's a post player that can step out and knock shots down from distance, and she's somebody that they're going to look to right now with, like we've mentioned, some of the injuries. She's got so much potential, and she has struggled a little bit in her career with injuries, but she's finally healthy and doing well.
And Sabally gets a breather, Jules. In comes Temi Fagbenle for Toronto, and Marta Suarez, number 77, is in for Phoenix. Copper weaving against two defenders for the basket.
She was calling for the foul there. I mean, Copper is one of the best at finishing at the rim.
The slip to Nurse, the layup missed. There's Fagbenle flying in. And 10 to shoot for the tempo. Now we'll get a jump between Suarez and Fagbenle. Now Suarez is a developmental player. She and Shea Chesky are allowed to play a max of 12 games with one team on a TP contract. Let's go back to Copper.
I do love the way Copper is asserting herself early, and she told us she's been working on wanting to do not just score, but make others better. And we've seen it throughout this season so far.
5 to shoot for the tempo. Conde inside, never got to Fagbenle. A steal off the turnover for DeWanna Bonner, 17 years strong in the W, but she gives it right back. Conde on the run out, weaving in, but missed it.
And just a missed opportunity there.
Kalia Copper. Another chance against Almond. 5 to shoot on the switch. Fires a three. And Almond digs it out. Up ahead. Yushkaida is decked by Copper. And that stops play with over 5 minutes gone by. Great start for the tempo from three without Mabry.
A new country, something different, right? Coming here, she's in a place where she can build something special in Canada. So I just think that the move for her coming here is really awesome. And
she said everyone was
fit.
surprised she'd be here, but she seems so happy to take on a new challenge.
A new challenge, a new opportunity, and she's embracing that.
And for more, let's go down to Chris Williamson. No, we didn't get Chris's mic. 11-9 Toronto. Swing to Pui. That's good. The 4 3-pointer for the tempo.
The tempo can just get so hot. I mean, this is a dangerous team for people to want to face, because when they get going, they can really knock you down with that three ball.
Off the Suarez miss. Timo Pui, the rookie from France. Conde, and that was knocked out, kicked by Valou Ayayi. They're all channeling their inner Mbappe, the French in this game.
That's right.
You have Ayayi on one side, along with Brochan, and on the other, Pui, number 32 for Toronto.
Well, I think these players can know that they come over here into the WNBA, they're going to make good money. And
Whoa!
that's a nice job. That's the way to make some more money. Make some shots like that.
Fagbenle behind the back, eyes closed.
Pretty shot.
And the crowd's into it. Chance of defense at Scotiabank. Copper, the blow by the switch, and the finish with the left.
And Kalia Copper just getting to the rim at will here. The last couple times she's gotten downhill.
And a whistle off the ball. And And it's on Phoenix inside on Copper.
And this is just a tough shot right here. Trick shot. Great job there getting it inside, and then on the other end, Copper with the finish.
Driving kick, open three, Conde airballs it right to Bonner. Last foul was second on Copper. But again, we're down to 7 roster players plus 2 developmental players without Thomas and the injuries as well.
It's been one of those types of seasons for Phoenix, and Coach Nate Tibbetts told us, but you know, they've thrived on being kind of, in a sense, underdogs, I would say. I mean, last year we saw what they did. This year they've had to overcome some things already with injuries. This is that last play.
Had to fight through 2 players. Yoshida for Toronto, and Sabali, and steps on the reset for Ayayi for Phoenix. And the tempo will take over. Each team with 2 giveaways.
So far, pretty clean for the most part.
Extended point guard time for Pui for Toronto, number 32. Yoshida searching. Fagbenle for Yoshida. Put on the brakes just in time. It's Pui for 3, the 5th for the tempo.
Pui for 3, you gotta love it. I mean, she's just spotting up with confidence. She's getting her chance and taking that opportunity.
Did they say V for 3 back in your days?
Right. That's
you made
right.
a bunch.
Made a few my career as well. Gotta love the ones that rhyme with 3, now that I'm a broadcaster.
Ayayi fades and scores.
And Ayayi's gonna get more and more of a role on this team. And she's so versatile.
Not this time for Pui. And knocked out last by Toronto. Nate Tibbetts speaking about Ayayi in her game, and you asked him, is she an X factor? Loves the maturity, feels she's smart, and she came into the league in 2015, went overseas. This is her 2nd year in the W after an absence of over 10 years.
And granted, she played over there all those years. She had a child. I mean, she's had a lot happen. She's very mature, and they've welcomed her on this Phoenix team.
Steps on Sabali. And Nate Tibbetts will make some changes as Held re-enters, and Shea Chesky, one of their developmental players, is in for the first time. Time now for the Indeed player resume and a look at Volou Ayayi, 32 years old, from France, silver medalist in 2024 in Paris.
She's really been so successful throughout her career overseas, and she's come over here and she's been terrific at getting to the foul line. An incredible knack for drawing fouls on cue. That's what she does.
Yeah, and she'll shoot a pair. With a $1:26 to go in the first quarter in the core of Toronto. Upcoming national TV schedule in the WNBA tomorrow on CBS at 2 Eastern. Minnesota faces Dallas, followed by the Aces and the Sky. Then on ESPN, the Liberty and Golden State against the Valkyries. Tuesday in Brooklyn on Prime, the Commissioner's Cup Championship between Las Vegas and New York.
It should be a fun one to watch, to say the least. Those 2 teams just battle it out every time they play each other.
And for more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Ayayi converts at the line, a 19-15 Toronto lead. Pass to Nurse, gets away, a steal for Shea Carter. Carter skips it out. 3 ball for Held. That's good, and a foul. Chance at full.
The foul you just wish you did not commit, because she has a chance here to get 4 points from that play. What a great job by the Mercury, just pushing the ball up the floor. And this is where the defense is scrambling, and just a slightly slow closeout. That's the right call. You got to be there on the catch. And I think it could be a shooting space call there as well, Ed.
It was a three, and held not affected, but did Sabally land in her space where she was allowed to land cleanly? And if it's deemed that she did recklessly, that could be upgraded to a flagrant one.
Yeah, I think it might be. And you look at where she lands here, she doesn't really give her space to land. I think this could be upgraded.
It's that extension, right? The left foot. A lot of momentum there. And again, the good news is nobody was injured.
Right.
But that's not what they
This
used
is
to
a rule
determine.
that's they've looked at. They look at this a lot. You've seen it throughout the season. You've seen it in the NBA. It's one that they've called a lot.
And her feet clearly behind the line, so it's a three. A chance potentially at a 4-point play, and then if it's deemed a flagrant, they'll get possession
Which is
as well.
an enormous swing. An enormous momentum shifter, too, with that kind of possession as you're finishing up the first quarter.
So here's the rule on the flagrant foul. A flagrant one, unnecessary contact. If it's excessive, it's upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty, too, which I don't think is going to be the case at all here. And since the shot was made, I believe she'd get 2 shots to make 1, and then they'd get possession of the ball.
Right, yep.
Randy Richardson, what do you have?
After review, the contact does not raise to a flagrant foul. Therefore, it's going to be 1 shot for Phoenix, and we'll play off the make or miss.
Yeah, we thank the officials. Kelly Broomfield, Agon Abazi, and Randy Richardson for giving us the update. We have received official word. A bummer, obviously, for us and the Tempo fans. Marina Mabrey will miss this game here today, and again was injured during warm-ups. We spoke to her just before she warmed up.
She was
a late
ready. I
scratch.
mean, she was pumped for this game.
Yeah.
This is the first time they're playing in Scotiabank Arena, and just a huge crowd, and it's a bummer for sure. This crowd was looking forward to seeing her hopefully make it rain.
I want to get to the news. That last foul was deemed a common foul, so a 4-point play for Held. It's an 8-0 run for Phoenix. Let's get more from Chris Williamson.
Yeah, and so obviously a bummer that Marina Mabrey is going to miss the rest of the game. The reason is because of muscle spasms in her neck that she suffered during warm-up. So, yeah, very gutting news for the Toronto Tempo, but right now, all tied up at 19.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Better safe than sorry. I mean, you don't want to even risk it at this point. Now, the good thing for Mabrey is they do have 4 days off after this. Coach Brondello told us that she was going to give them 4 days off to take a break, so that will only help her as they move forward throughout the year. There's a lot of games in a row.
Yeah.
This has been quite the swing for both these squads.
Carter, a loose ball foul, sends her to the line with Phoenix in the bonus in this first quarter. Julianne, this is the second of a 9-game Canada homestand for the Tempo. You mentioned the great news. They've got 5 days off, and they're going to use them to reset and recover. They'll play here, obviously, mostly at Coca-Cola Coliseum, and 2 games at the Bell Center in Montreal.
That will be really cool, too. I mean, the way that they're trying to garner all the fans, and listen, this is the place to do it. There's a ton of people here, and there's such a buzz in Canada right now over having this team.
Phoenix with its first lead at 2019. 3 to shoot. Fade away for Carter. Side of the backboard and a violation on the Mercury. So if you're the Tempo, you can go 2 for 1 here and try to curb a 9-0 run for Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you could do here, and that's important for them to aim to do a 2 for 1.
Almon from Yoshida buries the 3.
Big shot. Almon has to continue to look for her shot when she has those little windows of opportunity.
6 seconds between the clocks. And 10 to shoot for Phoenix. Late first quarter. Corner tray. Not there. Dug out by Almon with 9 seconds. They've already made 6 threes. 4 seconds. Here's Kaida. Leans in and misses at the buzzer. But after one, 22.
Watched her practice yesterday, and you could just see that she is their vocal leader and their general. They need it today. I mean, talk about kind of a throw, a sucker punch in a sense. You're going up against the team where you're defending Mabry. So much of your game plan is against her, and then she's not in the game. So she's not happy with their defense, though, but they've got to adjust.
Sabally, her 3 rims out. The threes in the first quarter. Phoenix was 2 for 9. Toronto 6 for 10 of their 7 made baskets, and they lead by 2.
It really forces you to have to come out. Toronto can really spread you out.
Off the screen, Chesky frees up. Ayayi. That 3 misses. Another chance for Phoenix. And Kiara Linskin's number 31 in place of Thomas getting the start today. Held the spin, the step, missed it, but a whistle, and she'll shoot 2.
I like Held here today. She's been playing with a lot of assertiveness, which is what they need.
Second foul on Kia Nurse, and Lexi Held, second year out of DePaul, will get another for Phoenix. Thursday, July 9th, Summer's Guilty as Pleasure is back. Expect the unexpected when a new season of betrayals, backstabs, and blindsides begins. Big Brother premieres Thursday, July 9th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Tie game at 22 here in Toronto. Well, zone look from the Mercury. Now Mon with 8 to shoot, finds Harrison. Moonball in and out, and Linskins with the board. Outlet for Chesky, the rookie for the trailer. It's Carter on the drive. Denied, but a foul. It's on Izzy Harrison.
The things that have happened that have been successful for Phoenix is when they're running the basketball. They're able to get some really good looks at the rim. This is a nice Euro move to the hole to draw the contact and to not shy away, and Carter does a great job there.
The rookie out of Florida Gulf Coast in her 12th game played this season. And speaking of Copper and Nate Tibbetts, Julianne, the record isn't what Phoenix wants it to be. They're 6-13. But a year ago, and they had a great season, but they shocked a lot of people getting to the WNBA Finals. And Copper specifically said it's a long year. And a lot of players, like a Carter, maybe some others, who aren't playing time with injuries, they're forced in, and it makes them better. And this team realizes it's a long grind, and the goal isn't so much, hey, get to 500 right away, but be ready to play if you can get there in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get there, and they know how difficult that run was. It's a team with some similarities, but some differences too, so they're trying to adjust.
Ayayi hits a 3, and a timeout for Toronto. A 26-22 lead for Phoenix after Toronto led by 8 early in this one on CBS.
Sometimes I'm up early at 7 o'clock, and I always think, who is it that's up right now? My nephews, my nieces and nephews.
Yep.
So she can drive just an hour away or whatever it is, really close, to go see family and friends. It's a really cool dynamic for her to be in her home neck of the woods here.
The sports connections, obviously legendary from the Nurse family. Her father, Richard, played football in the CFL. Mom, Kathy, basketball in Canada. Her brother, Darnell, has been a long-time player with the Edmonton Oilers. Sister, Tamika, played in college in America. And her uncle is Donovan McNabb. And
No
Kia
big
Nurse
deal.
is number 2 among all-time players born in Canada in scoring in the WNBA. Tammy Sutton Brown out of Rutgers, his first. For more on Kia Nurse, here's Chris Williamson.
Yeah, and Kia also told us that she is the vibes keeper for this team, right? She is a veteran and somebody that really keeps the peace. And one of the things that she did during this season was create a book club started by her and Yara Sabali. It's a way to bond on road trips, and that's something that's really kept this team together as they continue to build their chemistry.
And what's included with the vibe keeping is just she is like the mother hen of this team, Chris. Good stuff. And, you know, the book club thing is very cool to me because it really creates a nice, calm atmosphere for the group when they're on the road. Not everybody is a part of it, but 6 or 7 people, not so bad. Not so bad.
Are you in a book club?
She likes to read. I like to read. I would be in that book club
there you
with
go.
her.
My wife used to be in a book club.
I'm not in a book club currently. I should be, though.
Sabali rims out on the up and under try. Harrison cleans it up and scores.
Nice job by Harrison, just using that strength, that second chance opportunity.
Almon was screaming at one of the officials, Kelly Broomfield, looking for a whistle. Doubles Linskins, misses, but a foul. And Almon is really furious for Toronto, as is the crowd.
And Harrison here does a great job just getting this offensive rebound and put back, and then at the other end here, the crowd is going crazy there.
Third foul on the Yara Sabali.
Linskins is getting in the mix. She's not afraid to get physical. She's been pretty big here for Phoenix.
So she exits, and the Mercury in the bonus the remainder of the quarter. That was 5 on Toronto with 7:19 to go in the second. Linskins, her second year from Belgium, short in the second try. Conde in for the tempo. It's Fagbenle, Harrison, Almon, and Nurse. Fagbenle finds Nurse. Gets free. Banker's good on the run.
Kia Nurse really stepping up big here.
9 points for Nurse. The late addition to the lineup with the neck spasms forcing Mabry out. Give and go. Copper for 2 and a foul. A late whistle, but a chance at 3 for Kalia Copper.
It looks like contact potentially here from someone who wears contacts. That's what that looks like. But a great job by Copper. Just curling off that play and then able to finish with contact.
No pun intended.
You know I meant that. But she's looking for it. Yeah, that's always tough.
As somebody who used to wear contacts, and you can relate to this, there's no worse feeling
No, I mean,
when it
can't
falls
see it.
out and you're just trying to find it with light,
I hope she's got a
shade.
spare in the back. That's what I hope.
Noemi Brochon in
found
for
it.
Phoenix. And now she's thinking about LASIK in a couple of years.
Yeah, that's right.
Get back to New York and go to Dr. Della Russo.
All right, I like the shameless plug. Love it.
That's an old school reference.
That's right.
32-27 Mercury. 11 of 14 now at the foul line. 10 more attempts in Toronto. The Spaniard Conde. It's Almon off the screen. Fires Conde. Short this time. And knocked out last by the Tempo, who are red hot early from 3, but not as much this quarter.
And you've got to give some credit to Phoenix with their defense. And after Chris spoke to Kalia Copper in the interview, she said she wasn't happy with their team's defense. They have cleaned it up since that interview.
Linskins, spin move, drives, can't finish. Loose ball to Bonner. And a reset with 10 to shoot. Copper, too much on an air ball. And a loose ball foul on Linskins for the Mercury. And that's number 3 on Phoenix this quarter. Linskins with her second. Yeah, Bonner, Brochon, Copper, Linskins, and Carter for the Mercury in a little zone here, which has worked.
Yeah, we saw them practicing this a little bit yesterday, and I think it's a good addition to throw something different at Toronto. But you got to get back. You got to get out on the three. That's for sure.
Stripped by Bonner. A sprint to the basket. Bonner finishes.
And that's something we've seen DeWanna Bonner create some easy opportunities for themselves, the better that they are going to be here. And they're also switching it up, playing some zone here, as we mentioned in the last possession, Ed.
Harrison swarmed, throws it away, but recovered twice. Here's Conde with 4 to shoot. Fades away and gets the bounce.
That's a great job sticking with it for Conde. That could have been a turnover there. And she stayed with it and was able to score near the end of the shot clock.
Third field goal for Toronto this quarter. But Phoenix has outscored them 14-7, and Copper's backwards to the ball. Gets thrown away by Ai. Harrison flashes. Nurse wants it. Drives, works off. Harrison collects and scores.
That's a good job there. Just the penetration, the pitch inside. And Toronto did tell us before the game they thought that they could get some more interior looks, having most of their front court back and healthy.
Ai for 3. Can't answer. Tammy Fagbenle looking for Harrison, was jostling with Ai, and the foul on Phoenix is their 4th this quarter.
Kandi does a great job here staying with it, knocks one down here. I like the fact that she's in attack mode, and then Nurse here in attack mode as well, and just dishing it off. You're finding some good things in the paint when there's some penetration. They're not just settling for the 3 ball, and that's been helpful here for Toronto.
Getting good looks though. When they wait, and Almon with their first 3 of the quarter. It's a 7-0 response. Tie game, timeout Phoenix.
And her assertiveness has been really key. And I talked to her before the game. She said she doesn't like to look for her shot the way that she knows she needs to.
Nice response by Copper out of the timeout. Ends a 7-0 run for the Tempo. 36-34 Phoenix. Ed Cohen, Julianne Vianney, Chris Williamson, our CBS crew from Canada, with Deb Bullock and Alana Campbell leading the way in the truck. Big day for the Tempo. Usually play at Coca-Cola Coliseum with 8,000 capacity. And today here at Scotiabank Arena. Copper, they wanted steps on her from Toronto. On her back, was deflected a few times, and last touch by Harrison for Toronto. Laura Yushkaida back in for the Tempo for Harrison, with 3:19 to go in the second. And Bonner back in for the Mercury. Bonner takes the 3 from 20. Julie Almon, the 4th-year player from Belgium. Working outside. Yushkaida for the cutter. Conde never got to her. A steal for Brochon. Copper from Bonner to the basket. Got it, and a chance at 3 for Kalia Copper.
And that was just a great possession for Phoenix. They got the stop, they got the steal, and again, in doing so, they get the chance to go out and run the floor. And that really utilizes DeWanna Bonner and her length and her speed in the open floor with Kalia Copper. That's where she's so tough and tenacious. You cannot stop her in the open floor. And Copper with a really beautiful finish, an and-one situation. She's drawing so many crowds this year, she told us, and that's why she's focused a little bit on being a better passer. But even though she's drawing crowds, she's still able to finish at such a high level.
Missed the free throw against Indiana Wednesday on the road. She was 15 of 16 at the line in that win against the Fever.
Highly efficient.
Entry to Fagbenle, gets doubled, Nice move to her left.
In fact, Bentley's made some nice moves around the rim, and this is where Toronto, like I said, they've got their post players back. In fact, Bentley is being extremely assertive, and they're getting their posts the ball.
Bonner wants it. Ayayi for Held on a reset for Phoenix. Lexi Held, pull up for two, is way short. Down the lane, and Bentley in there for the basket.
Just like that, you get the stop and you can get out and run. In fact, Bentley, a post that can run the floor. She just took off.
Fourth assist for Elmon. Tie game at 38. Held straight on. Rebound for Conde. 100 seconds left first half. Way to the basket on a breakdown for Phoenix. And the Tempo retake the lead.
And Phoenix just completely broke down their miscommunication.
Ayayi high dribble right to the rim, squeezing in for two.
And that's a much needed bucket.
Good rhythm this stretch. It's Pui, the rookie. Dump down low. Conde goes reverse.
Now Pui just brings that extra point guard element to the Tempo. With her and Alamond in the game, you know they're going to find you.
Final minute here in a second. Body control and a nice finish by Ayayi, and Julianne, she scored 11, and that's the second player for Phoenix in double figures.
2 in a row. She got 2 buckets there that were super needed. And like we said, she's a veteran.
But Toronto's made their last 5 shots. 44-42 Tempo.
Pui has been quite the spark plug.
Held. Good defense. Splits it. The switch can't finish it.
Now you can hold for 1 shot here and go into halftime with momentum.
5 seconds. Almond explodes, kicks. It's Pui on a step back for 3. No! 2-point game at the break in Toronto. The way they want to play with size, the way they rebounded against LA, they want to duplicate that, but Sably has been hampered by that foul trouble. Bonner, drive by, lean in, banker not there. Tawana Bonner, 2-time champ, a 6-time All-Star. Almond with 5 first-half assists. Another one here on the 3 by Conde.
Again, good ball movement up in transition. When the defense is scrambling, that is where Toronto has thrived to spread the floor out. Conde's been really important for them.
In the corner. Nice answer by Brochan.
And we see a lot less threes from the Phoenix end, and that's a pretty big one to start the half.
It's Conde, Harrison, Almond, Sably, and Nurse for Toronto. Kick ball will keep it with the Tempo.
Conde's really gotten her rhythm, hasn't she, throughout the last couple games? She's been terrific, just knocking down shots. And then Copper drawing to and kicking. If you can put a shooter on that side of the floor where she is going in that direction, you're going to find people are going to dip off and help on Copper. She's going to get opportunities to players.
Sably to the basket and a chance at 3. Not easy playing with 4 fouls, but Sably gets a chance at the line.
Have to avoid getting the offensive foul right, and she does a great job here, getting ahead of the game, getting ahead of the defense, and then finishing strong. Another post player that can turn and face like a guard and put it on the deck.
And the rebound off the miss to Linskins. The rookie, or rather second-year player Linskins, with Bonner, Copper, Held, and Brochan. Lexi Held, splash for Phoenix.
Lexi Held has played very calm today, collected. She's looking for spots and knocking down shots when she gets the opportunity.
A one-point game, 49-48 tempo. Sabally into traffic, gets the bounce again.
And Sabally is such a skilled big. And then when she can put it on the deck and get to the rim like a guard like that, she is hard to cover.
Held with the answer. Hey, Mabry, I'm sure she wants to put down the goldfish and get out there.
Oh yeah, I think so. She wants to let it fly like she told me before the game.
Sabally. Bonner tipped it and rolls out. He'll stay with Toronto. Now you've got two boys. I've got two boys. Ben and Jake for you, Ben and Zach for me. We run out of those little goldfish bags.
Oh, it's all
fast.
It's the end of the world. When we are out of those, it is the end of the world. And they're not the best for you. But they love them. They love them.
I don't subscribe to that last part. Come on. Snack's a snack.
I can't keep enough snacks in my house with those two.
Here's Almon, pocket pass. Sabally, what a start to this quarter for Niara Sabally.
Yeah, she's really coming on strong here. And they're looking to get her the basketball, and that's important. She had a little break, like you said, foul trouble in the first half. Sometimes that can impede your rhythm, but not her, not to start this half.
She has 3 baskets at the rim since she picked up her 4th. Touch pass. Pui to Harrison and punched out by Linskens with 15 to shoot.
And Alamond with the pick and roll. And Alamond told me she likes when a post player comes to set the pick, not a guard. And that's something she had a conversation with Sandy Brondello as Conde finishes another tough-looking shot. But she had to talk to her about that. Listen, this is what I prefer as a point guard, is having a post player come set me the pick. And you saw the success there.
How strong is Kalia Copper? I mean, muscled away inside.
She's so strong. I was looking at her practice yesterday, and not only is she strong, but she's got terrific height for a guard. Really creates havoc for players.
This game's getting good. Harrison on a drop step.
The offense
Back and
flowing.
forth.
You gotta love that offense, though, the flowing. You can tell both teams are in a zone here.
Held. Made 2 threes this quarter and stepped out of bounds. The muscle of the young lady from North Philadelphia.
That's right, Kalia Copper just getting it done at the rim where she likes. And then the response by the Toronto tempo, getting it inside again. A beautiful move to the basket by Harrison. Little spin, finish.
15 for Copper. Tempo with 3 players each with 9 to lead the way. Conde fires in and out. It's Pui inside. Reset to Almon. Air ball on the 3. Harrison the save. Right to Roshan.
Almost a third possession there for second chances of the opportunity.
Bonner. Mouse in the house. Not there. Second chance, no good. Third try. No. But Linskens is fouled.
And that's good hustle from Phoenix, and Dewana Bonner typically finishes those shots, and I think she's looking for a foul call there, but at least Linskens got the call, and you see Bonner here just sticks with it, and you see right there, Sabally really trying hard not to foul.
It is that time of year again. Make sure your voice is heard for this year's WNBA All-Star Voting presented by Ally. Scan the QR code on your screen now to vote for the WNBA All-Star starters. In Chicago, it's coming up fast. Harrison wants it. Batted away, and Linskens with the swipe. Intercept by Pui. Up along it's Almon. Fakes the pass.
Almon had that shot. That's where I wish she would have taken that shot at and been assertive. She had that mid-range jumper.
Pui for 3. Ever since she made that one earlier, just not going down. 3-point game. Toronto in front on CBS.
Roll here, but they're looking to get Sabally the basketball. Remember, Sabally was in foul trouble in the first half. She's come on strong here in the second half. Very efficient, 4 of 9 from the floor. She's got to continue to look for her shot and get the basketball, because things are good when she's getting some touches.
6 points for her this quarter. Big news in case you're just joining us. Toronto, Marina Mabrey, a late scratch due to neck spasms just before the game began, after the 53 points scored Thursday, setting a WNBA record and tying him as Bonner misses. So the tempo missing some huge pieces. The Mercury without the suspended Alyssa Thomas. 9 available players. Scoop is no good for Fat Bentley. And right now it's a close game, Julianne. Whoever wins this game, given the circumstances, it's going to be a massive victory on either side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, still a lot of talent out on the floor, but a ton of missing pieces.
Copper, long shot, hits the 3.
And Copper's the one that's got to see more touches this half. She's got to continue to look for her shot. And she has scored in so many different ways here today.
Sabally out of a double. Bentley inside. Shoot. And Copper with the tie-up and the rip away from Conde. Copper's first 3. She's got 18 points this afternoon.
She's done a lot of those points in the paint area, and this is a great fly screen. She reads the screen well, knows where the defense is, and she pops out and flares, knocks this one down. But this is what makes Copper so hard to cover. She scored at the rim several times. She made it some mid-range shots. She's hit some from the free throw line, so why not a 3? I mean, she's so hard to cover.
Yeah, it's going to stay with Toronto. No one touched it off the tap by Copper. By the way, I love, and I feel old when they play crisscross.
I know.
Jump,
jump.
jump.
We used to love that one.
Every time they jump it up. Way back.
Way back when I was a kid, we played that one.
Skip pass to Conde. 2 to shoot for Toronto. Conde back of the rim. And over the back on Fagbenle will send it the other way. And for the Toronto Tempo, their 3rd foul this quarter.
And another foul here. Just the physical play. And Bonner
right
goes
call.
to the floor. The right call, yep.
Brochan, the French point guard, with Suarez, Copper, Ayayi, and Bonner for Phoenix. Ayayi takes it herself and scores. She's made some tough shots today.
She really has, and they've needed that from her. And that's what Coach Tibbetts told us was going to happen. It's going to happen by committee. People have to come up.
Good defense by the Mercury. Pui, tough shot over Copper, and it falls to Ayayi.
That was one of the better possessions defensively for Phoenix, just being able to stay strong and maintain that whole possession.
It's Brochan, rims out. Phoenix by 2 at 59-57. Conde, stripped by Copper, gets it back. Reversal. Fagbenle off the mark, rebound Bonner.
Toronto here in a big drought, Ed. This is a long time to go without scoring. And that's why Phoenix is taking this lead. Their defense looks a lot more staunch.
4 of 6 from 3 this half from the Mercury. They were 3 of 14 in the first half. Bonner, deep 3. That was near the big wide Tempo logo on this Core Canada. Skip to the corner. Fagbenle reverse. That's good, and that's been her bread and butter today.
That's a tough shot. In fact, Bentley has made some high degree of difficulty shots. That's the second one that I've seen her knock in where it wasn't an easy one.
Euro, Copper, no, but a foul. With a $1:59 to go in this 3rd quarter. BET Awards 2026 tomorrow. Watch live performances by Kehlani, T.I., Cardi B, a tribute to Miss Lauryn Hill, and more. BET Awards 2026 hosted by Drewski tomorrow 8/7 Central on BET. 18 for Copper today, near her season average. Yeah, without Alyssa Thomas, obviously much needed. I mentioned this at the top, Julianne, but Nate Tibbetts issued a statement before the game about the Alyssa Thomas suspension. And he said the team supports her 100%, cited Stephanie White's remarks from the Fever that the calls were egregious, and he said that's ridiculous. And he pleaded for consistency from the league in terms of how things are called in the future, how reviews are conducted. He says whether you're young, a veteran, black, white, international, we need
a star,
consistency.
not a star. You
Yes.
just need it to be consistent. That has been something that needs to be rectified. It does.
Well,
I thought he
teams in a
crafted it
close
very
one.
well.
Without AT, Quee with the triple hits a 2-point game in the final 2 minutes. Third quarter. Nice cut, Suarez from Ayayi for 2.
And Suarez is just a baller, loves to play, loves to compete.
Revved up at Scotiabank Arena. Elman spots and hits from 3.
Alamand. She is very efficient. I actually wish she would just take more shots because she is so efficient. She's 3 of 5 right now from 3. When she gets her chances, she knocks them down.
Ayayi answers for Phoenix, and they've been red hot from 3 this quarter.
And you've got to give a lot of credit to Ayayi. She's been really looking for her shot, playing with so much confidence, and she is a true pro's pro. That's straight from the mouth of Coach Tibbetts. He can really rely on
16, and she's tied the game at 65. How about the Mercury, Julianne? 3 threes in the first half. They've got 5 this quarter.
It's huge because it spreads the floor out for them to have a little bit of both. And then we look back there at Toronto knocking one down as well. But the 3-ball helps you get it inside to where you want it.
And in fact, Benley's fouled. Is going to shoot 2 with 31 seconds left here in the third. And Bonner picks it up. That's number 1. It clearly looked like it was off of Kalia Copper.
Yeah, I thought it touched her fingertips last by our angle and what we're looking at, and they're looking at a lot of the same things. And you see that last second, Copper gets her fingers on it, and it changes direction. That's the key. It changes direction. So I think this is going to be overturned successfully. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was clear. If they don't feel it's clear, they won't overturn it, but it looked pretty clear to me.
At some point, when the evidence is that clear, let's see if we get the ruling here.
I've been wrong before.
And the indication is it will indeed be a successful challenge.
After review, it's been determined that the ball was last touched by Copper. Therefore, it's going to be a successful challenge for Toronto. The game clock is going to be reset to 17.2. Due to this successful challenge, they'll be able to use their timeout and also their challenge once again. Within that same period, there was also a technical foul issued to Phoenix. Play will resume with 1 shot, and it'll be Toronto's ball.
Love the explanation. Clear and
Very.
succinct from Randy Richardson.
You heard it, folks. That's what's happening.
And Conde will attempt the technical free throw for Toronto in the inbound side out with 16.1. Now they add some time, so 17 seconds to go.
That's a big call, though, at the end of the third quarter. It can be a potential big swing here. Where you get the opportunity to score the basket, and you get the other challenge in the future.
And again, it wasn't so much what the call was, it was the fact that Toronto was allotted so much time, because once you give the ball to Copper to inbound, you can't challenge.
Right.
10 seconds. Third quarter. Halman, already with 10 assists, 9 points. Swings, Conde for three, off the mark. 3 quarters down in Toronto. The tempo, 66-65.
Which has been working so far in the second half. But Kia's got a great attitude. She's just that kind of player that she'll just do what coach needs her to do. In that first half, she was playing very well.
Marta Suarez in for Phoenix. Flips it up, gets the bounce, and the Mercury with the first basket here in the fourth.
Looking to get the ball in the paint. And Phoenix able to take the lead here.
Bentley fronted by Suarez. Reset with 10 to shoot. Harrison to the soft spot. Hits it.
Harrison has had a really good game. She's been looking for her shot. Her rhythm is there. 10 points right now. She's 4 of 7 from the floor.
Suarez the roll. Not this time. Julia Almon is approaching a triple-double. 10 assists, 9.7 rebounds.
She's such a complete player. Known for her playmaking ability.
I poked it away, but there's Pui for three. Rebound to Chesky. By the way, Pui a season best 13 in a rookie season today. Chesky's denied. Big swat. Izzy Harrison.
That's that athleticism, that length from Izzy Harrison. Just getting a hand on it. Just getting these are the little things. Harrison with the offensive power, and then on the other end, the defensive ability there with the timing and the block. 2 big plays.
Held back in. Ai working around the horn. Chesky. Ai. And bumped. It's on Tima Pui. And the first of this quarter for Toronto with 8:22 to play. Sabally in for the tempo with Nurse for Bentley and Conde. Got a little blow with the 4 fouls after she was dynamite to start the third. Held to the rim, hangs and finishes.
Yeah, that's a great job again by Held. She's picking and choosing her spots wisely, and she finds that lane.
16 for Lexi Held. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pui stripped and a steal by Held. Surveys. Ai across the lane. Leak out for the tempo. For the game shooting 49%. Much better early. Harrison poked away and a late whistle, and it's on Ai with 7:37 to go. And that's Ai's second. Again, no Marina Mabry for Toronto. Neck spasms. Nurse took her place in the lineup, and she hits another 3.
Nurse just looks so comfortable out there. I mean, you can just feel her confidence. Every time she's on the floor, she's making something happen. She's got 12 points. She's made every 3 she's taken.
Ai inside, nice pass on the slip there by Brochon. Tie game at 71. Oh, Nurse in and out. Yeah, Nate Tibbetts wants it. Entry on the bounce. Savali. Tough pass. Harrison blocked. It's Ai. Copper finds a seam. Finishes. And Kalia Copper with 21 today.
I'm not sure that there's a better finisher in the league. I mean, she's just been finishing at such a high clip at the rim.
Ayayi with the personal. She's got 3.
She's got high usage, but she is so efficient when she gets to the rim. And the way that she has just worked on her game in the offseason, you can see that she's spent time in the gym with her strength, all of it. 21 points, she's 9 of 13. She's getting where she wants to get on the floor.
She worked hard to be an all-star player as Conde can't connect. Copper boxing out for the rebound.
She played with the unrivaled Team USA. I mean, she has been busy.
Here she goes again. No, too strong. Bit harder on the left side for Copper. Conde strings it. Almond with the finish. Oh, backdoor on the break. Double-double for Almond. 11 points, 10 assists. Behind the back, reset to Copper. 8 to shoot for the Mercury. Pochon. Ayayi for 3. Back of the rim to Nurse.
I can really hear the crowd here heating up in Toronto.
And Harrison steamrolled Ayayi. Offensive foul.
And again, that last possession with Alamand. Beautiful pass, beautiful teamwork. But now the ball goes back to Phoenix.
Now Phoenix is asking for a review of a potential flagrant there by Harrison, but they're going to let it play on, just call it a common foul. Tie game at 73, near the midway point, 4th quarter. Copper doubled, avoids it, slings it out, held off her head, kept in by Conde. Five minutes left. The Spaniard cut off on the baseline.
Nice.
Ripped away and a steal.
Good defense there.
From Ayayi. Copper, no, but she's fouled. And Kalia Copper will go to the line for 2 shots in a tie game. Let's take a look at our national TV schedule in the W. Tonight in prime time on CBS. The Fever host the Sparks at 8 Eastern. Tomorrow on ESPN, Liberty in Golden State. And Tuesday, New York back in Brooklyn to face Las Vegas for the WNBA Commissioner's Cup title on Prime Video. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
A lot of games here. More games, more teams. You gotta love it.
15 teams, it's going to be 18
the W. That's right.
in 4 years, including in her hometown of Philadelphia.
Pretty cool.
2 for 2, and Copper now, Julianne, is 4 of 6 at the line today. Mabry out of this one for Toronto, a late scratch. Reset for the tempo. Nurse fights through. Can't connect off the dribble. And Bonner pulls down the rebound. That's her 10th this afternoon. Switch. And now it's Copper against Harrison. Ayayi. Bonner, 3 to shoot. Deep step back. Knocks it down to Juana Bonner. Big shot. Timeout tempo.
I saw Bonner practicing that at practice yesterday. She knocked it down there, too. Bergeron walking off to the locker room here. She is limping herself just moments ago. It's good to see that she's putting some pressure on it. I don't expect to see her back.
The Mercury next play Thursday against Seattle, so 5 days from now. And they're just trying to get on that plane in one piece and with a win.
Yeah.
With 1:42 to play.
I like how you put that. That is the truth, is you just want to survive in advance. I mean, I know we have a lot of season left, but there are a lot of games that these women are playing in a row, and there's been some injuries. So you need the few days off.
Sabally 1 of 2. Last foul, the 5th on IIE. But it's now or never.
And the tempo need to stop.
Copper with space. Offensive on Kalia Copper. And player down, that's Conde.
And Conde here is defending Copper. It looks like Copper's elbow gets her in the face in a basketball move.
Now Copper is still on the ground, a bit slow to get up. And Nate Tibbetts, who's already been teed up, has to be careful. But they're going to take a look because it involved an elbow.
Right.
Previous ruling is offensive foul is being reviewed for a potential upgrade.
But it was a basketball move, Ed. I
think
do
you nailed
not
it.
see that. I don't see that as an upgrade at all. If you look in here, Copper's trying to swing to the other side to make a reverse layup in that regard. I don't see that being a play that is upgraded. There's certainly no unnecessary contact.
I think you were on it from the start. Common foul.
Common foul, yeah.
I mean, to call that a flagrant, knowing her playing style as well.
That would be an inconsistent call,
Yes.
in my opinion.
They'll take a look. Obviously, Conde, there's evidence. She clearly was hit,
Right.
but nothing beyond.
Nothing beyond a basketball play.
Yes.
A common foul.
Randy Richardson will discuss the crew chief and the verdict.
After review, the contact seems to be a basketball play. Therefore, it's going to be, the ruling is going to stand as an offensive foul. It's going to be Toronto's ball slide out, 24 seconds on the shot clock.
Well done.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
At least we got that one right.
Over to Chris Williamson.
Yeah, guys, so Kalia Copper goes to the bench right there. It looks like it's a cramp. They're giving her a lot of fluids, a lot of electrolytes. They're also bringing the massage gun out, so doesn't look like it's going to be serious. We'll see if she's able to return, but right now, looks like just to be a cramp, and she's back out.
Thanks, Chris. And obviously the best of news given how bad it looked when she was carried off the floor by 2 teammates.
Sometimes it's better if you're cramping it. If you're able to play through it, great.
3 for Toronto. Dump down. Harrison drives on Bonner. Missed it. Rebound held with 1:12 left.
Now, Phoenix doesn't have to force anything. They just want to get a good look. And Toronto, again, they're going to put him in the bonus here.
Both teams 2 timeouts plus the reset timeout. 6 to shoot. Bonner deep 3 again. Rebound Copper right back up and in. Timeout Toronto. Huge board and put back. It's a 5-point lead and Copper with 27 today.
So clutch here. This is just so clutch. You know that's a long shot. It's going to be a long rebound. Kalia Copper hanging around the rim, waiting for that long rebound on the other side. And big time finish by her.
For those expecting to see Big 3 basketball, it's available now on the CBS Sports app and CBSSports.com. We'll get you out to Detroit as soon as this one is over. All right, Toronto using one of their 2 remaining timeouts. They also have the reset, but you're down 5 with 51.2 to go. What's the play here in terms of managing the score but the clock?
Well, I mean, I think you don't need a 3 necessarily. I know that's always the question here. Do you take a 3? Now, if you have a 3, let's take it. This is a 3-point shooting team. Toronto can knock down the 3. So, yes, if you have an opportunity to shoot a 3, that is what I would like to see. But Toronto should get a good look. They don't want to use up too much shot clock here, too much clock. You want to get good movement. I would say Alamand, Sabally might get some touches in the paint. But you don't want to use up too much time. You want to get a pretty quick look.
Sabally with Pui, Harrison, Conde, and Almond for Toronto, and they'll face Ayai, Held, Copper, Bonner, and Carter for Phoenix.
And you may have to consider fouling if you could score here if you don't get a steal.
Both teams in the penalty. It's Julie Almond. Harrison fakes, flings it up, around, but out. Heartbreaker, but she'll shoot two.
Now this is a good play here. Harrison, who's had a nice game, draws the contact, so she gets an opportunity to make two here. And Mabry is sweating bullets over there, wishing she was on the floor for this one.
Nate Tibbetts.
Previous ruling of the blocking fouls being challenged by Phoenix.
Is challenging the call against Carter with 43.5 to go. They had a challenge and a timeout to use. So even if they lose the timeout, they'll still have one left. And let's take a look at number 20, Shea Carter.
So they're challenging this foul call. Now, Carter's in position there. It's probably a good challenge. Since you have the challenge, you might as well use it at this point in the game. She's already there. It could be successful. She didn't really shift her body much.
Yeah. Did the offensive player initiate any contact? They're looking at as well. But for now, the call is on Carter, which will put Harrison at the line. And it's worth noting that because of imminent possession, Bonner got the rebound off the miss. So there is the potential, if it's overturned, that you'd have no foul on Carter and Phoenix would get the ball. And you also factor in what a tough matchup that is for Carter to step into with the injuries. Maybe Thomas has that matchup, or
right.
Broshan.
Kalia Copper cramping up here. She's using that gun on her leg to try to massage it. You can tell she's in some pain here to finish this game out.
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty bad. It's a horrible feeling if you've ever had a cramp. It's the worst feeling. Just, I don't know if she'll come
After
back out
review,
or what.
it's been determined that the defender was in legal guarding position. Therefore, no illegal contact occurred. So there's going to be a successful challenge for Phoenix. At the timing of the whistle, nobody had possession of the ball, so there's going to be jump ball, center circle with 24 seconds on the shot clock. With this successful challenge, Phoenix will be able to use their timeout and challenge again.
So obviously,
Good call,
you love
I
the
think.
fact that she doesn't shoot free throws. Still a big jump ball here,
Yeah.
especially for Toronto. And Bonner saying, no, I had possession. And I think that was part of why they
Right.
challenged.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have the jump ball here. I thought she had the possession as well. But the challenge, that was a good challenge by Nate Tibbetts.
Copper still out with the cramps for now on the bench. Broshan has been ruled out for the game with the left ankle injury. 43 seconds. The jump for Harrison and Bonner. Won by the Mercury. And immediately, Pui is called for the foul. That was really quick. And Carter saying, all right, justice for us.
Right, now she's going to the line.
Gets two, and Pui with her fifth. Shea Carter, rookie out of Florida Gulf Coast, 12th game this season. You see the season numbers, in and out. Copper brilliant with 27. The rebound, a putback to put him up by 5, but cramping up. And no spot yet to come back on. 0 for 2, rebound Conde. And they'll use the reset timeout to advance the ball. They can't huddle up with 41.9 to go.
Hey, you want to try to advance it? Yeah, that's a smart call here. You'd have the opportunity to score. Now, again, you don't have to go for a three, but if you get the opportunity for a three, you take it.
38 seconds. Flip to Nurse, three-pointer. Short, rebound to Ayayi.
Now that was a big possession. You needed a score there if you were Toronto.
And you need to foul right now.
You got to foul. You can't let too much time. And you see Sandy Brondello calling them, take foul.
Harrison does. And that's her fourth. Phoenix in the bonus, and free throws for Valu Ayayi with 24.8 to play. Phoenix Mercury with 8 players who've seen action, 6 in double figures. They have 4 in double figures. And Ayayi with 19 now, that matches her career best. And this would give her 20 for the first time in 2 WNBA seasons. Right there.
Yeah, big time minutes from Ayayi here today. I thought that she was huge.
For those expecting to see Big 3 basketball, it's now available on the CBS Sports app and CBSSports.com. We'll get you to Detroit as soon as this one is over.
And to finish this out without Copper, too, in the game, this last minute or so, it says a lot about this Phoenix team. Missing a lot of players, various personnel stepping up.
This matches their largest lead of the game with 24.8 to play. This really has had the feeling, Julianne, of a last player standing type game.
It has. I mean, it's been a duel back and forth where these two teams have just really been going at it. And, very evenly matched here, too, with both teams down some players. They've been more evenly matched than you would think going into it.
Fourth quarter scoring, 22-14 for the Mercury. A 7-point lead. Tempo needs to be ultra quick. Into Sabali. Conde, step back. Held, fighting for it, tips it to Bonner. She's fouled with 17.1 to go. And it's going to take a miracle for Toronto to win it. Phoenix on the verge of what would be a massive win. Body count low, on the road. No Thomas, your second star, cramping in the final seconds.
No Natasha Mack either for them. I mean, it's definitely been one of those sequences of events here for Phoenix.
How about Bonner? 2 massive threes in the fourth quarter. 12 points, his season best, 11 rebounds in 33 minutes.
That's what you want from your veteran who's been in the league for so long. They make big plays. That's what you want them there for, to make those big plays. A huge victory for Phoenix. First time Toronto's on this floor, upset the apple cart a little bit.
Mercury 89, the Tempo 80.